tuned in to www.oghuskyradio.com. Broadcasting live from the east side of Los Angeles, worldwide. Live every Thursday night. People come through for interviews. Why? I do not know, because if I didn't live here, I would not drive through this fucking area. But fuck it, eh? You know what I mean? Misery enjoys company. Nah, what's up, man? How you doing, dog?
Good, I'm good, bro. How you doing?
Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
My name is HUERO. Tattoo artist from Los Angeles, 7th letter crew. Yeah, pretty much it. My Instagram is tattoo_HUERO, which is probably a bad idea because now that's what people call me when I'm out in public for some reason. But yeah, just HUERO's fine.
Word up, man. How long you been tattooing, dog?
Professionally, I would say about 10 years.
10 years?
I've been saying 7 years for a few years now, so it's probably about 10.
10 years.
Yeah, I did my first tattoo, I was probably like 13 years old, but...
What was the first tattoo, man?
Some neighborhood stuff at a park on one of my homies.
What did you use?
Homemade machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would say professionally, yeah, like probably 9-10 years now.
At 13 years, you knew that's what you wanted to do, or?
Not career-wise, no.
Nah.
It was more of, I was always into art, always into drawing, stuff like that, and then one of my homies' dads actually showed us how to make a machine, and then it was like just an infatuation for a minute, like, oh shit, we can put this together and write on each other, and you know what I mean?
have you consistently been doing it since that age?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like 13. I did a few tattoos when I was younger here and there.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't. 10 years, probably 9-10 years steadily. You
But
know?
with that, you were always drawing, though.
Yeah, I was always drawing, writing, doing stuff like that.
What do
I did patterns for other people. Even after I had done tattoos, I did patterns for other people because they like my writing, things like that. But yeah.
You do specialize in the lettering.
Yeah, lettering.
What is? Let's get into that. What kind of lettering, or what is it for those that?
LA shit. You know
what is LA shit?
LA. That overdone, fancy handwriting. You know, I do a lot of different variations of it. There's a lot of people out in LA that do it. I didn't invent it. I just do my own take on it.
So it's your own take on it. So it is all custom.
Yeah, it's all custom. I'm real careful with what I do because I'm around a lot of lettering guys. I work with Norm. I work with Sleeps. I work with, I do traveling with other cats, lettering guys, and I've always had a real, for lack of a better term, I don't want to bite anybody's shit.
Yeah.
You know, and I kind of have a negative opinion towards people that do. Obviously everybody's influenced by somebody, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when it's just a straight plagiarized style, then it's, So I try and make sure mine doesn't look like his. Mine doesn't look like his.
Are there any styles you stay away from? Stuff you won't do?
As far as like that old, like West Side LA gangster block letter stuff,
yeah.
I do a lot of hand styles and stuff, but Sleeps kind of has those blocks sewed up, and I don't do too many of them. I love doing it, but I don't do too many of it, too much of it, because people automatically see that and be like, oh, fool, you bit that fool, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Huerotattoos.com, Huerotattoos.com. Specialize with black and gray, is that safe to say?
Yeah, I do black and gray stuff
about
too.
color? Any color stuff, man?
I try not to, honestly.
Yeah.
There's too many people out there that are great at it, and I'm not, so you might as well go to them.
So is with your LA influence, is it mainly the gang writing, or was it the graffiti aspect of it too?
Graffiti as well. I moved to LA when I was 6-7 years old. I moved in with my uncle. He lived in Venice, right by the boardwalk, and it was over from there. Like, I saw that.
What did you see for those? Because we know, but like people that
yeah,
don't know,
people,
watching
the pit was still there when I moved there. And I moved around a lot. I can't say, people ask me, where'd you grow up at? All over the place, bro. From Venice to Simi Valley to South Central. You know what I mean? Everywhere. I lived in Ventura for a little bit. I lived right around the corner from here a couple years ago, bro. So everywhere. But I saw the graffiti style. My generation, it was kind of real segregated as far as graph and the gang lettering, but it was still everywhere. You know what I mean? I just saw it everywhere. When I started tattooing, that's when I started tattooing in Boyle Heights. Okay. Like Cesar Chavez and St. Louis. So everybody that came in there wanted that gangbang writing. So I try to use my own, you know, like, all right, I don't want to do the same shit that everybody's doing, that old classic, you know.
Well, I mean, for like the
know,
old calligraphy is pretty much a staple in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's LA staple, but I try to put my own twist on it, you know what I mean? So I just, like I said, everything I've seen from over the years, from walking by walls when I was younger to, you know, other neighborhoods that I've lived in, everybody has, most regions have a certain style. If you go to different neighborhoods in LA, I mean, East LA, you see the writing, you can kind of tell. On the west side, it's a little different. South Central, a little different. So just all my influences just come from everything I've seen growing up.
So where are you working out of right now? Where can they link
Right
up
now, I
with you?
tattoo at the 7th letter. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that out loud, but privately I work there. Since Triggs passed away, I took over helping run one of his shops in North Hollywood for a little bit. We gutted the place, redid it all. Not just me by myself, but me and a few other people. And I was working out of there for a little bit, but now I'm, you know, we kind of did what we could do over there, and they got a nice crew of artists over there that are killing it. So now I can kind of get back to what I'm doing over here. And
well, let's put this scenario. Someone's looking to get some work done. Where do they start? You know what I mean? Is it the consultation? Is it you know what I mean?
I mean, usually most of my business right now comes from either word of mouth or Instagram. I mean, that's kind of changed everything for the tattoo industry, because now people
see your work.
Yeah, 50,000 people see a tattoo immediately when you post it. You know, before it was just whoever was in the shop. Now it reaches such a broad audience that, you know, I generate a lot of clientele from there. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people say email. I just tell people, text me, bro. If it's about money, I'll answer. You know what I mean? And go back and forth, figure out a day for, if it's something that they know they want from me, because a lot of my clients know what I do already. So they just hit me up like, hey, bro, I want this. They usually send me a picture of something I've done. Like, I don't want that exact tattoo, but this style. And then I'll just set an appointment, take a deposit, set an appointment. But if it's something that they don't really know what they want yet, set up a consultation, have them come in, we'll play with some ideas, figure it out, and then go from there.
You, the 7th letter shop, the East LA shop, but you've worked in a lot.
I've been all over, bro.
Yeah.
I started tattooing in Boyle Heights. From there, I went to a shop called Needle Pushers in the Valley, which was like an MTA shop. Bunch of, you know, real heavy graffiti influence. Learned what I could over there. I had a great time. But I mean, with tattooing, like, I even tell people, like, Ruger and I owned a shop together in Hollywood. Even people that would come to work for us, like, hey, bro, you're an artist. You're not gonna die here. You know, you're not gonna stay here for the rest of your career.
Trip out.
You move. You know, and as you move and you work with other cats, you grow. After the shop with Ruger, I went over to Will Rise with Norm, and Sleeps was there, a bunch of other talented artists, and I grew from there. So, I mean, you're always growing. You know what I mean?
Any tattoos you won't do?
I mean, there's certain tattoos, if an 18-year-old kid comes through and wants his neighborhood across his face, you know what I mean? Usually try and talk him out of it, you know. I try to stay away from tattoos that are gonna contribute to getting somebody killed.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're gonna get it. You know what I mean? And I stay away from all the political stuff. You know what I mean? That's
word up. OGHuskyRadio.com, HUEROtattoos.com. Go ahead and hit them up. Give them the Instagram again.
The Instagram is tattoo_Huero.
And then with that too, man, obviously with the styles that you do, like, when you gonna do the book? But you're already up on that, man. Go ahead, and talk about that. You know,
I put a book out about 2 years ago called The Manuscript, just for lack of a better title. I don't know. There's a few cats out that have books, and you know, Sleeps and Norm. I put one out like 5 or 6 years ago, but I did it real hood budget. Doubled my money and was real happy about it. That's it. But when I got around those guys, they kind of focused me a little bit more on the business aspect, and they were like, you know, get your shit together, put this out, do it right. You know what I mean?
Is the book for like, for like, let's say people coming up in the game to have like a font, to have something to go to? What is the purpose of the book? I always want that, and here's why I ask, because it's like, oh, you don't want nobody biting, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then you're pretty much like giving them
Yeah, I'm
all
selling it
these
to them.
like
Yeah,
all these
yeah,
fonts,
yeah,
you know what I
no.
mean? So where's it?
I
How
mean,
does it work?
I wrote, even in the beginning of the book, it says, this is for, reference material for tattoos. I would like people, obviously there's people all over the world that don't do the shit that we do here in LA,
Yeah.
and they're influenced by it. That's fine. I mean, if you're gonna tattoo something directly out of the book, that's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really get mad at that. I would like to get credit if you're gonna bite my style completely. Maybe tag me in it and be like, "Hey, influenced by." But at the end of the day, bro, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give away every secret I got in the book, but it's
Straight up, yeah.
it's I mean, in the beginning of it, it's a little breakdown of how I do what I do or how I approach a tattoo. Then there's a couple alphabets in there, which, like you said, if I'm selling it, it's out there. You know what I mean? And then the rest is just showing off, and then some collaborations.
I mean, for anyone that's looking to get work done and hasn't got any work done, ideally you would want the person that did the font to do the tattoo, then someone, you know what I mean, just to kind of put it in perspective.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I have people that will hit me up for a tattoo and send me a picture of something Norm did or Sleeps did or Calm or Orcs or Flocks, and it's like, those are all my homies. I'll text them their number. You know, like, hey, bro, I don't need everybody's money. If you want something that I do, come to me. You want something that he does, go to him. You know what I mean? There's plenty of money for all of us to go around. You know what I mean? You
mentioned Calm, and you have the new book. You're gonna be dropping another book, though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm working on the second one. The first one, I have some collaboration pages in there. Me, Sleeps, Norm, Boog, Ruger's in there, Orcs, the homie Edgar. So, like the last 10 pages is just, we're all in the shop together working on stuff anyway, so we just threw some collaboration pages together. But, the next book I should, I'm going to do some stuff with Calm and Flocks, my homie Stigma, who's another SKA cat, my homie Twice from Chicago, a couple other cats that are into lettering. So
Huerotattoos.com. You got merch, everything on there. They keep up with you.
Yeah, there's some merch. There's a hell of a lot more coming. You know what I mean? We actually have an event this Saturday on Pacific in HP. It's the cats from Streetwise and a store called Westwear that's going to be opening. We got some merch there. We have 7th Letter merch there for sale, as well as the Streetwise. Nipsey Hussle is going to be there from 2 to 4 doing a meet and greet, and there's a pop-up shop with his brand, which is called the Marathon Clothing.
Nice.
They're gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be tattooing. My homie Tino is gonna be with me, and my other homie Mikey. We're gonna be doing like $50 flash sheet, Streetwise logos and all money in logo stuff, just to go out and have fun. You know what I mean?
That's this Saturday. Huerotattoos.com. Keep up with them. And then also, man, the Palm Springs, man. You gotta tell about Palm Springs, man.
Palm Springs. It's a fun convention. It's only their second year. I've had a cool relationship with the dude that's throwing it. Good guy. He just wants to go out there and bring some of the shit we've been doing and other people have been doing to out there. It's going to be at the Hard Rock Hotel. I'm doing a lettering seminar there as well. We're kind of, it's not just for tattoos, but, mostly tattoo oriented, kind of the breakdown on how I do it.
Yeah.
Myself, Alloy, and Pryor are going to be doing a big burner in the middle of the Hard Rock, like right outside by the pool. We're rocking like a 100-foot wall out there. Hopefully I'll be able to do that tattoo and everything else during the weekend. But yeah. 7th Letter will be out there giving out T-shirts, stickers, stuff like that. They also, 7th Letter has a new, I don't know how we got into it, but the vape flavors.
Yeah, okay.
So they're gonna be out there with the truck giving out. There'll be all kinds of free shit for everybody. Come out, check it out. You know what I mean?
Word up. You can keep up with them, Huerotattoos.com, and then give them the Instagram one more time, dog.
Tattoo_Huero.
I want to thank you for coming through, man.
Yeah,
and,
no problem,
bro.
Definitely
keep up the good work, man.
Thanks for having me,
man. You didn't. When you were staying, all you had to do was fucking hop the fence, dog. You'd have been right here, dog.
I could have walked over here, bro.
Any shout
might have got smoked on the way here, but
you could tell you lived around here. It's not that bad, dog. Don't trust. Yeah, right. Thank you for coming. Any shout outs, dog?
Everybody out there doing it. You know what I mean? Everybody inspired by what we're doing over here in LA. Keep doing it. And to all my homies, you guys know who you are.
There it is.
And my lady.
Huerotattoos.com. OG Husky Radio. Stay posted. More interviews.